We are now joined by head coach of James Madison, Kenny Brooks, and student athletes Dawn Evans and Courtney Hamner. Coach, could you please make an opening statement?
Whew. You know, the old cliche, you know, it was a tale of two halves for us. We came out in the first half, I thought we were a little bit flat. And I don't know if I've been here for such a long time or I've had these kids for such a long time, but I just didn't sense the intensity that we needed to go out into a semifinal game against a very formidable opponent like VCU. And it showed. We played that way. We came out, we were a little bit lackadaisical. I just thought we just looked like we were somewhere else and not really focusing on where we needed to be. But, you know, we came in and I think I said a few things at halftime, and it might have got their attention. But, you know, these kids have worked too long and too hard to not give their best effort in a situation like this. And they came out and they responded. And I was very proud of them. I told Dawn, you know, to keep shooting the basketball. Eventually it's going to fall. She did. Made some big baskets for us. Courtney really kept us afloat all game by knocking down some threes, keeping us close, and did a really good job and got some timely rebounds. But then everybody else picked it up. I thought Dawn's defense on the second half gave us a little bit of a spark. And then we went to the 2-3 zone, and I thought that made them stagnant. You know, it's really hard to try to guard them one-on-one because they do a good job of putting their players in positions to score. You know, they do the triangle offense, and they put the ball in Courtney Hurt's hand and Andrea Barber's hand in sweet spots where they like to score, and they were doing a really good job. But I thought our zone really took them out of rhythm. It allowed us to build a lead. We hung on a little bit at the end, but then we solidified it. But very good win. Very happy for the kids to be able to continue on, and it's going to be a tough challenge again tomorrow.
Thank you. Media members, if you have questions, please raise your hand.
On when you have kind of a slow start, your coach tells you keep firing. Is that easy to do, or do you kind of, you know, ever have that moment of hesitation of maybe I should get around to somebody else?
Yeah, you know, as a shooter, you know, I want every shot to go in, and realistically that's not going to happen. And so when I find myself missing consecutive shots, I try to somehow correct it, and he has to get on me and say, you know, you're a natural shooter, just shoot the ball, just get the ball up. And, you know, I was just disappointed because my team needed me the first half, and I wasn't able to convert on those shots that I usually hit. But, you know, you have to shoot yourself out of a slump, and that's what I tried to do.
What did you do different in the second half? You just kind of find it?
I just found it. Nothing really different. I just tried not to hesitate on my shots that I was probably doing in the first half.
Rest. You know, we don't know who we're going to play obviously right now, so the kids are going to just, you know, enjoy this probably for a half, and we'll watch and we'll scout. But we know whichever team we play is going to be a tough challenge. You know, we've only played both of these teams once this year, but the good part is we played them in the last 2 weeks of the season, so there is some familiarity. They both present challenges for us as we probably do for them. So it's going to be a very tough challenge, but, you know, we're going to have to get the kids back and get them off their feet. At this point of the year, you know, you talk about playing 3 games, and in Delaware's case, if they have to play 4 games in 4 days, it's adrenaline right now. You work so hard for this, you know, fatigue is not going to be a factor, I think, for any team that's going to be in the championship because you work so hard and get to this opportunity, you're going to play on adrenaline if nothing else.
Kenny, to start 44, there's 66 shots. Did you just play everybody straight up, or you figure limit everybody else and let them do their thing?
You know, no, we pay attention to Hurt and to Barber, and we try to do some things to just make it uncomfortable. You know, both of them are tremendous athletes. There were a couple times I was scratching my head on how they even got the shot off. You know, they jump, they lean, they do a lot of different things. We know they're going to get their opportunities. We just not try to make them as difficult as possible. And then we knew Jessica Taylor had a fantastic game yesterday where she had 17 and 11. Jennifer Lane seems to hit those shots against us sometimes. So we had to make sure we knew where everyone else was, but we knew the offense was going to run through those 2 kids. Unfortunately, we've been there before. You know, we played them at their place. They cut the lead back down. We had that opportunity. We had that situation happen at Hofstra where, you know, we had the lead and they cut it down. We have some of the better guards in the conference who are very quick, elusive, and the only thing I said differently was Dawn, go get the ball, and she did a great job getting the ball at the end. Tariq did a good job getting the ball at the end, and stepping up and knocking down free throws, keeping them at bay.
Just Courtney, early on, that was about this concept. Just tell me how you felt early and what were you seeing?
I just let the game come to me. I guess things were just working. Knock down the open shot.
John, you said you're a shooter. Will you elaborate a little bit on the mentality you take into a game, and particularly the difference in the two halves? You struggled a bit last night, struggled in the first half today. When there were big shots to be made, as you said, no reluctance, no hesitation. You stepped up and knocked them down. Is that part of your mindset? Every time you release it, do you feel like, I got that one?
Oh yeah, you know, sometimes you can feel it off the tip, your fingertips that you know it's going in, and when you shoot with confidence, and you know, a lot of my best games I said that I just shot with confidence, knowing that every shot was going to go in, and when my team needed me most, you know, I felt that sense of confidence, and you know, they helped me and they pushed me and they told me to keep shooting even when I was down. I remember Jaleesa Taylor coming up to me and saying, "You're going to knock those shots down," and so they kind of helped me, you know, will myself through it.
Vic, if I might add to that, both of these kids, I call them, they have shooter's amnesia. And, you know, that they come up, they step up, and if you watch them, they never hesitate on the second one after they miss the first one. And they'll just keep on shooting. And that's something that we've instilled in them, and I have confidence in both of these young ladies. You know, as a matter of fact, I think I probably get on them more for not shooting than I do for shooting. And they do a fantastic job, and that's what makes them so dangerous. They can step up and knock down shots because they don't hesitate. And when you have two kids like that, you know, you want to give them the freedom and you give them the opportunity to go out. And if they miss it, you know, I feel like they're going to make the next one. And it's a really good feeling as a coach when both of them have their feet set and they get the shot off. I think it's going in, and that's a great luxury to have.